Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. It's Thursday. It's Korner Booth pregame.
No debate, cause it's all. I'm too official, got the drip, I got the sauce. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth, yeah. Still standing and defiant. Slay the competition, cause I'm walking like a giant. Bring the proof when it's time to tell the truth. I'll be at the corner booth, find me in the corner booth.
Love to see this team add another receiver, whether that's trade or free agency.
It's okay. Pittsburgh's the AARP retirement home.
There's a bunt record. That person's never going to have to worry about that thing ever getting broken.
I hate analytics. I think has ruined the game I grew up loving.
I will do unspeakable things for the Giants to win this rule.
Oh, pause. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Korner Booth Podcast. I forgot to turn some lights on. That's my bad. It's back from vacation. We decided to give my family a little peace and quiet yesterday, and we didn't do a show yesterday. We were doing it today. I figured it'd be better for everyone involved, including me. Do one less thing I have to stress about. It's kind of nice having everything. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced this before, but I was smart enough because I had to leave early this morning from where I was vacationing. And I had everything packed and ready to go outside of right next to the door, basically. So when everyone in the house got up, I had my stuff in the truck within a half hour. I basically was sitting there killing time, and I was like, I should probably go. I ended up having an hour to kill before I got on my boat. Had maybe the best breakfast. It was so unhealthy, though. It was biscuits, Southern-style sausage gravy, fried chicken, and eggs. And it was amazing, but kept me full until about 4 o'clock today, which is kind of nice. But on top of that, your boy got a rock off his windshield today driving through Fall River, Mass, which was real fun. So shout out to my insurance. Hopefully it covers. I was going to have a whole different conversation with my agent on Wednesday. But, ladies and gentlemen, that as much as nobody cares about my vacation plans, because honestly, I don't really care about them as much either. I'm just happy to get back to work. Got a good show. NFL Week 1 was absolute cinema. I stand by my statement of what my banner is today. Yes, I despise the NFC North. It not only cost me $150 because the Lions and those weenies from Green Bay. Also, then all of my over-unders missed on the Bears and Vikings because Caleb Wilson is a functioning moron. And the Bears and Vikings are terrible franchises. That being said, Matt, how you doing, brother?
You almost had it right. Caleb Williams, but I got what you said.
What did I say?
am Wilson.
Caleb Wilson?
Yeah.
Same dummy, different last name.
I am I don't know how to feel. So, like, I had the Jets and the Steelers was probably one of the most exciting games of this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a game both teams should have won. It's a game my team didn't win. But there's a lot of positives on the offense. I never in a million years thought I was ever going to see an efficient offense like we just saw put up 32 points against one of the team's top defenses in the league, or at least was projected to be at the beginning of the season. Steelers have a very tough defense, so 32 points over them is a plus. But my banner, I stand by it. Let's get rid of Brandon Stevens. There's a reason why the Baltimore didn't want to bring him back, and I don't know why we gave him the contract that we gave him, but he had a horrendous week 1. I would say one of the reasons why we lost, besides the Xavier Gibson fumbles, which he needs to either go or just lose his position at returning kicks. But Brandon Stevens gave up 5 catches for 60 yards and 2 touchdowns. And when he was targeted, Aaron Rodgers had 136.9 passer rating. So he needs to go. Sauce Gardner, on the other hand, only allowed 1 catch for 11 yards and had a 90.3 grade as a corner, which was one of the best, I believe, for week 1. So he's back to form. It is the cornerback 2. I miss DJ Reed. I miss him very much. But yeah, other than that, we're twins because I also have a crack in my windshield from a rock that got kicked up on the highway. So I have to also call my insurance for
Mine was only because my boss at my day job asked me to go pick up some speakers for him in Rhode Island. So I did. Jeez, if I just took a regular route, I wouldn't have cut a crack. And I'm a little annoyed. He's paying me. and didn't get a PTO this week, so I basically just went 11 days of workout working. So definitely use the cash. I'm just like, oh, you bastard, and I just watched it happen. I'm like, no. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I'm just hoping my truck survives the rain. I don't think the rain's gonna get through the windshield. It didn't look that bad, but definitely hit it with some velocity though.
Looking at our producer in the background, he looks like a very upset kid that was just put in the corner.
Oh my God, it's the debut of our newest segment. I'm so excited. Oh my God. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. All right, well, we have so much football to talk about. Well, all of us had weird weekends. I was the only winner this weekend, unfortunately. Sorry, fellas. But we have a new segment featuring our producer Nate. It is called Dark Side Nate, presented by Righteous Felon. Promo code Belly up 15% off at checkout. Nathan, the floor is yours, my friend.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
How's it going?
You look happy.
Oh boy!
I sound like
sorry ass team, man. 6 points. I sat on the couch. Oh, I sit all the time for now, but 6 points. But oh my God, I don't understand how we were so good. I know it's preseason, but we looked good in the preseason, and we come out squad healthy with the exception of Andrew Thomas. And put up 6 points. Abdul Carter plays less than 50% of the snaps on defense. Who the heck is James Hudson? The average NFL fan doesn't even know who he is. He is the left tackle for the Giants, allowed 4 pressures and 2 quarterback hits. And we signed him for $12 million because we thought he's good depth. He's not good depth. And now our inside linebacker, Micah McFadden, is out for a significant period of freaking time because he got hurt. And then the backup linebacker comes in, and 2 plays later, Jaden Daniels says, oh, bet Zach Ertz, little in route, hits him for a touchdown. I hate this team. I thought we could win. You know, and he beat the Commanders, right? And then maybe lose to Dallas. We're still 1-1. But now we're going to go 0-2 after next week. And this dark side of me is going to come out over and over and over again. Because how the heck we going to beat the Cowboys or the Chiefs or the freaking Chargers if we can't beat the freaking Commanders? This team is so sorry. Our defensive coordinator is trash. I hate the 3-4 defense that we're running. Our OC can't call plays whether in the booth or on the sideline. And Russell Wilson, I don't know what to say, but he's not getting protection anyways. So it doesn't freaking matter. And now freaking Malik Neighbors yelling at Coach Dable on the sideline. I hate this team. It's fine. I'm glad football's back.
I want you to get it all out, okay?
But I wasted my time.
Because you got the Saints in like 5 weeks. Start Dart versus Saints.
We're gonna lose. Yes. Honestly, I'll say one last thing. I don't want Dart starting until we have some sort of competent offensive line, because if James Hudson is protecting his blind side, he's going to die back there. I don't know how Russ survives in week 1 with him at left tackle, but he is so sorry. Like, I don't know why we signed him. I don't know what they saw in him, but the pro scouting team is freaking pathetic. And I don't freaking know. And our center, who we drafted like 2 years ago, is complete trash. And he was the best center in the draft. Just get out of here. Stupid ass scouting department. I'm done.
I don't see how any Giant fan could want Jackson Dart to start right now because of how bad that offensive line was with Russ.
I will offer you a deal. Nathan, do you want to have the most fun you've had in a football season since 2016?
I haven't had fun since 2012, but sure.
Do you want to see your team score a shit ton of points?
He's going to offer you Tanner McKee.
I could offer you a quarterback who's beloved across the NFL.
No, your quarterback is going to die in behind our line. I don't want
to. Not my quarterback. You already have him. May I offer you the services of one Jameis Winston? Because your team is not going to make the playoffs this year. But And it's not smart to put Jackson Dart in, but you put in a 6'5" gunslinger who loves God, loves eating W's, and loves chucking picks.
That's
Dude,
what I'm saying. God is good. God will protect him.
Yeah,
If Hudson won't, God will.
Jameis will CTE his way into 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 4 picks. And you know what's going to happen? You guys are going to lose or beat the Cowboys, lose or beat the Commanders, lose to the Eagles by 3, or get absolutely smoked. And you know what the best part is, Nate? It'll be fun while he does it. Because every time he throws a stupid interception, he'll then break 5 tackles, throw the ball across his body 60 yards, and hit neighbors in the back of the end zone. You're just like, what?
I was so miserable on Sunday, boss.
Dude, I know. I was watching it with I had a bunch of Giant fans out with me on the Vineyard, so they were watching it with me while we had Red Zone on the other TV, and I was just like, "Oh, you poor bastards."
Because here's the thing. So my best friend Josh, I went to his house to watch the games before I worked. Stressful day at work at that time, but I digress. But it's NFL Sunday, so it's whatever. So he watched the Giants game first. He saw me cry and yell at the TV, which is fine because he's a Titans fan. So he's a big Titans fan. So we're like, you know what? I know. But I was like, hey, you know, I told him, I was like, hey, look, just turn off the TV. My Giants aren't going to win. Let's go to the Titans game and see what happens. And then we didn't see his team score a touchdown. So we're like, okay, bet. So I guess none of our teams scoring touchdowns today. And then we saw the Saturday night game and everything was well. But look, the point is, I don't want Dart starting until Andrew Thomas comes back. I don't know why, but Brian made a good point on our show today that whenever Andrew Thomas plays, our whole O-line just turns it up a notch. I don't know why. Don't know what he says to them to motivate them. I don't freaking know. This team is so freaking sorry, and we're going to get blown up at the Cowboys, and I'll be back next week. I might not even be yelling. Boss, I might just keep my words short because I'm going to say the same stuff I said today is going to be the same stuff I say next week, and the week after, and the week after, and the week after, and then I don't know.
Wilson is booty cheeks. That's
because he needs an offense that is
Nathan
on the run.
He could have stopped behind the Eagles O-line and could have been that bad.
No, because our team, because I think as we know from Pittsburgh, right? The reason why he had success is because he had a good, solid enough run game behind him and a pretty good offensive line. We don't have either. Cam Scotterboy doesn't look up when he's freaking running, boss. He puts his head down when he gets the ball.
Look at his own guy concussion.
Look up. It's not that hard. Get the Le'Veon Bell was really good at it. He got the ball, waited, looked around,
Cam Scotterboy is just white Trent Richardson.
He had -3 yards.
I know.
Also doing -3 yards.
I know.
Dable wasn't completely wrong when he said that this game wasn't on Russ or wasn't fully on Russ. Russ didn't make some great throws. There were a lot of contested catches, throws that he made that he underthrew. They needed to kind of give a little more power to for Malik Neighbors to maybe get another step or two, which Malik Neighbors was great when he made those big one-on-one catches that he made. But I mean, the defense kept you guys in the game for all the way until the fourth quarter. I mean, for a little bit, it was a 1-possession game, or you released down, not by much, and they kept you in the game. It was just the offensive line had no protection when Russ had to run.
If I'm a Commanders fan this morning, I'm not that happy. Just like I'm not happy as an Eagles fan. Like, I get the listen, I've never screamed more for refs to be thrown into meat grinders, a.k.a. a piranha-infested lake, than I have on Thursday watching even our boy Max Lobes literally made a joke about how the refs are taking over this game. And yes, Dak Prescott and Jalen Carter. Dak spat first, but his was on the ground. And, Jalen, whatever. But it wasn't just that. It was the Nolan Smith flex penalty. It was the George Pickens PI call, which, by the way, he pushed off. My brain still is trying to let that one re-rack itself. So
he froze.
Circa 20.
There he is.
Nope. He's gone. Unstable.
He's going to continue.
Like the Giants
he's going to. There we go. I was going to say there was one play I was watching with my wife that they did not catch, which I don't remember who it was on. I know it was on the Giants. I just don't remember what player it was, but there was a blatant. A receiver was going up to make a catch or whatever the case was. He grabbed the guy's face mask and the ref never called it. I don't know if it was Robinson. Somebody was going up for a catch, and the defender grabbed his mask.
Oh,
And
Slayton.
the ref didn't see it, didn't call it, but it was clear as day. Should have been called. That's an example of the refs, doing what the refs were doing.
Yeah.
I had a very up and down day because where I live in Connecticut is right after where the New York coverage stops. So I didn't get what did Mr. Jarrett say? His Wi-Fi just kicked out, so he'll be back soon. I didn't get to watch the game. I couldn't get the game on TV. I couldn't get the game on Paramount Plus like it said it was going to be on. I couldn't get the game anywhere on the streaming sites because they were all buffering. So I had to listen to the game on the radio. So while I'm sitting on the couch going crazy, cheering for my team, listening to everything they're doing, my wife's on the couch cussing the TV out because she's a Giants fan. And at the end of the day, all the cheering I did, all the swearing she did, we all ended with the same emotions because we both lost.
I think with your boys, Matt, I think it was promising to see. Fields looked happy out there running the offense, and him and Garrett
Justin
Wilson
Fields
together.
got me excited. I was
He looked
like,
great.
woo, they just got a quarterback.
He looked great. He had 6 incompletions. He had no turnovers. He made great throws. It was kind of like a Justin Fields game in the sense of 218 passing yards and 48 rushing yards. But like he looked good. He looked efficient. He was moving the ball well. He knew exactly when to run, when to throw. It was like almost like it was just perfect in a sense. And Brees looked amazing. Brees had over 100 yards on the ground. Garrett Wilson, 7 catches, 95 yards and a touchdown. Fields with the pair of touchdowns that he ran in. He had 3 total touchdowns. He had 260 something total yards. Everything offensively looked amazing. It was just very frustrating when, for my entire life, I've watched the Jets defense keep them in the game and the offense just not get it done. I've seen countless times our defenses in my lifetime force 3 and outs, get the big stops, and then the offense comes on the field and just gives it right back. And then I'm watching this game and we score on 4 consecutive drives. We haven't punted once in the first half of that game, which was the first time that's happened since like 1991. And this defense is just giving it right back to Rodgers. I'm like, this is not supposed to happen. Our issues for my lifetime have been defense gets to stop, offense gives it up on 3 downs. And here we are scoring 32 points on the Steelers, and the defense can't get a meaningful stop. And friggin' Chris Boswell's 60-yard kick could have been good from 70. And Justin Fields probably should have just ran it on that 4th down instead of doing that hospital pass to Garrett Wilson, which was knocked out by Ramsey. But a lot of positives offensively. Defensively, they gotta fix that secondary. I mean, like I said, Sauce is fine. Brandon Stevens was horrendous. Tony Adams was not good. Xavier Gibson needs to not return kicks. But if they put up 32 on Detroit, if they put 32 up against Pittsburgh, I'm very excited to see what this offense is going to do against Buffalo, who just got 40 put on them from the Ravens. I know that's a whole different. Lamar Jackson is way different than Justin Fields. I know Derrick Henry's on his own planet. But the way this offense looked, I think it was the highest graded offense in the week. I think what Pro Football or somebody had it. So, I mean, I'm excited for next week, but it was a game we should have won. And, we shot ourselves in the foot.
I think of all the losing teams, I think you guys have the most to celebrate and build off of. I think another team is the Titans. Your quarterback looked like a seasoned vet, and he was getting massacred by bad drops, the wrong routes being run, bad plays, bad coaching. But
Brian Callahan is not a NFL head coach. I'm sorry, he needs to go.
Oh boy, round 2.
Well, boss. Oh boy, we'll just take him off for now.
Look at him in the background. He's still frozen.
He looked a bit.
Positively though, with the Titans, for anybody that has Calvin Ridley in fantasy like I do, even though he didn't have a good week, there he is. He's back.
There you go.
He was targeted a lot.
I'm about to punt my router through the roof. Spectrum, you suck. You are the worst internet provider on the planet.
I think a big positive too for fantasy fans was that even though Calvin Ridley didn't have a great, points wise,
I'm trying to reboot everything. Just give me 2 seconds. Continue, fellas.
Yeah. He was targeted a whole lot from Cam Ward. So obviously we know who his favorite target's going to be. So anybody that has him in fantasy, I think going forward will be a little more promising. But I think he had like 7 or 8 targets, which is great. That was I'm going to pull up some of the stats. I was flipping back and forth between that game and the Packers-Lions game. And then I realized, why am I watching the Packers and the Lions game? And I was like, I should just go back to the Titans and the Broncos game. But they were in it the whole time.
Yeah, they were in it.
Bo Nix was not good.
Oh,
Not good at all.
Oh, jeez. We're going to send our friend Erica a nice little response letter because I feel so vindicated right now because Bo Nix looked like booty. And I was like, yeah! Who called it? Dude couldn't read a matchbox defense. What's he going to do against San Diego? Jack shit. I was like so amped up. Okay,
I am excited.
I've been getting slammed for my Bo Nix slander since he got drafted. Josh Mahler, our former coworker and resident no-show artist in the corner booth, gave me shit so much during the draft 2 years ago. He's like, oh, he's the highest completion percentage. Nobody gives a fuck about completion percentage in college. Nathan, you can bleep that out of 21-17, please. Appreciate you, man. You're the best. Dude, it's the Shedeur Sanders is the ultimate thing of the penultimate version of why completion percentage does not matter. Okay, it matters if you make NFL game-ready throws, and Bo made about 7 a game max at Oregon. Guys like Cam Ward, Patrick Mahomes, Caleb Williams, as much as he's a dummy, he still made pro-ready throws. Like, they made them in the pros. I mean, college, they make them in the pros. They are more pro-ready. Listen, Sean Payton is a great head coach. He may be a tool, but he's a great head coach. Here's the problem. You can only mask great coaching and mediocre quarterback play for so long. And I think the penultimate example of that is Bo Nix. I think Bo Nix sprinted so Shedeur Sanders can ride his moped past him. Like that is basically it. A quarterback running a quarterback-friendly system in college, because Oregon has produced great quarterbacks, at least game-ready ones. Now, if they start in the league, it's a whole different story. All I'm saying is that they need to get across that Bo Nix is not going to beat you with his arm. He may have an elite game here or there, but all he is to me is a better arm, less speed Alex Smith. That is what he is at his peak. That is his ceiling. So I think people need to get that across because, Bo Nix just isn't it. And I think the Titans, the fact that Titans team, which looked like the bad news Bears out there, were in position to win because of their quarterback. And Tony Pollard, still very good football. So, yeah. One quick note on my team before we go into our six-pack review. Adoree Jackson should be put on a watch list somewhere so he can't play football anymore. That man is a giant sleeper cell. I don't want to hear any other slander about it. This man was sent in by I know saying is how much I call Joe Shane a dummy makes me think this is a double standard, but he was sent in by the Giants to tank our chances of winning a Super Bowl. But yeah,
use Adoree Jackson.
Apparently we're about to sign Mike Hilton. And we're going to
traded Hank Bigsby.
Why? Why Bigsby? Why? I don't understand.
Because Brandon Shipley has a busted rib.
Fan-freaking-tastic. I just heard about that now. Holy cow.
But I would say it's pretty decent compensation for a guy that's going to replace your backup. So I was wondering if there's some sort of injury issues with Saquon or anything. That
Shipley, unfortunately, Will Shipley, who I love, by the way. He's so much fun to watch. Unfortunately, he's got a busted rib, so he's probably out until mid-October at the earliest. And AJ Dillon looked interesting, and I love what Philadelphia just said, hey, we're just going to get a bunch of steamroller and wrecking ball style running backs and just beat the hell out of you on our O-line. Yeah, our best running back also can hit Mach 1 once he gets to the outside, but
is Tank Bigsby like a good run defender too, like a pass defender?
He's also a good kick returner for a power back, which is crazy to me.
I'm just trying to think of ways
how he thinks.
I'm just trying to figure out ways that they're going to use him because like a 5th and a 6th for a guy to replace your backup, it's good compensation right there for a running back. So
I think both teams. Well, the problem is the Jags have a loaded, crowded backfield. We've seen Liam Cohen favors ETN over Bigsby, whereas it's vice versa in the Peterson administration. So, all that being said, Eagles go get a guy for a 5th and 6th, which are both comp picks, I believe. And they now have another young running back who can just smash through.
And then shout out to your boy Kenny Gainwell, who everybody was talking about Jalen Warren and Caleb Johnson, and there was Kenny Gainwell leading the back.
Kenny G, baby! Oh my god, I just picked him up in fantasy today. I'm doing a little jig and hop.
Caleb Johnson fantasy owners are not happy.
Yeah, because Caleb Johnson is. I you know what the problem is with the Pittsburgh Steelers? They do not care about like what the fad says. They care about what's going to win them games.
Must be nice to have running backs.
Hey, you have Tyrone Tracy. He got me like 8 points.
20 yards.
Yeah, well, that's more your
Nice
play calling and Russ being terrible at football.
Yeah.
It's nice when you have so far my predictions coming true where I think the Jets are going to have one of the best rushing offenses. It's just nice to have somebody that knows how to use the running back. Unlike Robert Saleh and Aaron Rodgers that just hated Breece Hall. They didn't really hate him, but it's nice to see somebody actually feed him the ball and he doesn't have 13 carries at the end of the game.
Dude, I had 4 guys on my bench outscoring my starter. 5 guys in my friend.
I lost in one league. I lost Xavier Worthy and George Kittle, so I'm already struggling.
Oh, my favorite is that I had Bill Jaworski Merritt on my bench. I had Tillman, I had Pittman, I had Goddard. So yeah. Great stuff here.
Yay.
But hey, listen, and also, hey, Kelsey and DJ's league, my starting 2 receivers were AJ Brown and Xavier Worthy.
Yeah, AJ Brown I had him on my other team. He did not.
You know what the worst part about it is that the Cowboys had an exceptional game plan on defense. They said, we are not going to let a top 5 receiver smoke us. We're just going to bracket the daylights out of them. And honestly, the Cowboys had a great game plan. I will give them all the credit in the world. I mean, the thing is, the Eagles can just say, that's cute. We're just going to give it to our superstar quarterback, running back, and our all-world offensive line and just beat you. We don't need all the speed. We just will beat you like a bad pinata.
Honestly, the reason why the Cowboys lost that game was because of the Cowboys. Only, drop passes.
Jalen Carter plays. Javonte Williams has half the yards.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it would have been a different ball game if CeeDee Lamb didn't drop all those passes, but they themselves cost themselves a chance at that game.
So before those 2 drops, people forget there was another drop, a game-sealing interception by Quinyon Mitchell, who still, for the love of God, cannot catch a pass. This dude literally had it here. That's ball game. That's Eagles with a ball with 1:30 to go. There's no CeeDee Lamb drops, and he dropped it. I'm just a son of this kid. But I actually think this is best case scenario for Philadelphia because 1, next week you have the Chiefs, which means all hands on deck. They want to get this. 2, now we can send the Dory Jackson to the Shadow Realm. Some combination of Mike Hilton, Cooper DeJean, Bennett, the kid from Las Vegas, and Keely Ringo will start on cornerback alongside Quinyon. And Andrew Makuba and Jihad Campbell looked amazing. So, and Jalen Carter is going to play so aggressively, but within the lines, I guess. So I think we're going to it's going to be a fun game. Also, Za'Darius Smith, man, I'm like, yeah, cool. Keep getting weapons, Howie. Let's do this.
Must be nice.
Josh, by the way, go on PFF and watch the breakdown of Josh Uche. It's a free video. Dude was a menace when he came in for Jalix Hunt. Noah Smith. Nolan Smith is like a kind of a rotation guy. I was like, ooh, okay. So we found another gem in the rough. So it'll be fun to kind of see.
Looked like he picked up where he left off.
Yep, still top 2 linebacker in the league. So
must be nice to have a linebacker that's healthy.
Nate, you're missing the fun here. It's 3 amazing players you get in the draft back to back to back. Eventually, it'll hit, and you guys will take off like rockets.
There's no happiness around here, boss.
It's okay. But hey, listen, there's happiness in Indianapolis.
That I didn't see coming.
Indiana Jones is a real thing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that at one point that line was like +1.5, like Miami.
Yeah.
At one point. And
It was considered an upset. That went at Miami. I said to myself, I woke up Sunday morning extremely hungover, and was like, how much of a cluster F would it be if my prediction starts today and the Dolphins just crap the can? Get it? Tuna can. Dolphins, tuna. Get it? And then I watched it happen. And Nate, this is nothing against your team or Daniel Jones. This is more to do with the fact that an average Colts team with very good weapons was just taking a giant dookie on the Dolphins.
No, I
beat the Dolphins by 21. They were.
No, I'm happy.
That team looked defeated. They looked lost. Mike McDoofus was in mid-season form. Tua looked like he legit was colorblind and was throwing to the wrong team. I watched a defensive end pick off a pass like this. It looked like he was falling into a chair when he caught it. I could not believe it. The Dolphins are the worst team in football. I will stand by that take.
You did call it. I mean, there's a clip on TikTok where you legit said they should be rebuilding this.
Ta-da!
No, I'm happy for my guy in Indianapolis, man. I joked around all offseason about him with Brian, but it's like, dude, maybe a new change of scenery is what he needs. And I know it's only one game.
Baker Mayfield, example A.
Yeah, there you go. So I know it's only one game, and I would like to definitely see more before I'm like, okay, it was really our fault that he suffered. But I'm happy for him. Shane Steichen.
I don't think it's your fault, honestly.
Oh, the Giants' fault. I think Shane Steichen. Yeah, I think it is. I think obviously in 22 when we made the playoffs, we kept the playbook simple for him under the first year with Dable, but then the second year he struggled. Third year, obviously we saw what happened. And I heard with the Colts, like, hey, from what I researched about, they keep it simple over there. He was able to find success. He threw the ball downfield to Pierce and Pittman and Tyler Warren, who seems like he's gonna have a Brock Bowers type of rookie season this year. Yeah. I'm happy for him. He looked like a actual quarterback one. And for Anthony Richardson fans, I'm sorry, but if Jones keeps playing like this, that boy's out. So shout out to DJ.
You know what the difference I think was for Daniel Jones is that, I mean, you could say, all right, better weapons on the Colts, but he did at one, well, not at one point, but he has in his career, he has had Saquon Barkley, and at another times he's had Malik Neighbors. But the one thing he didn't have with the Giants that he's got with the Colts is an offensive line that can protect him.
That is correct.
So I think that's the biggest thing, is that he's probably not used to being like, oh, wow, I have more than 3/4 of a second before I have to run out of here.
I agree.
But listen, he only had 7 incompletions. He completed 22 of 29, 272 yards. He had 1 passing touchdown, but he also had 2 rushing touchdowns. He accounted for every touchdown that they had as a team. And then there was the 4 field goals that made it 33. It's nice to see Pittman get used again. I think a lot of people forgot just how valuable he could be, since last year he didn't have anybody that really wanted to throw him the ball unless Anthony Richardson was playing, because when Joe Flacco was in, he loved Josh Downs. But he did very well, 6 for 80, a touchdown. Tyler Warren, 7 catches, 76 yards. The rookie tight end getting in there. And then he has, other guys here and there. But it was a great game for the Colts. I'm sure DJ's excited, but I'm sure he's holding excitement because it is Daniel Jones at the end of the day. So let's see how he does against and I just want to shout out all those people that came at Jared on TikTok. One, because he mispronounced Mike McDaniel, but also because they said he had a terrible take. For all of the people that said, he didn't know what he was talking about. Miami's rebuilding, this and that. They addressed their offensive line. They did this and they did that. 1 sack the entire game for them.
All those passes,
they gave up
nothing.
Yeah, no interceptions. They gave up 33 points. And the offense, your highest receiver had 40 yards, which was Tyreek Hill. They had no more than 55 rushing yards from Devon Achane. Tua barely cracked 100 yards. 2 interceptions. This was Christmas. I can't stand Miami. Not as much as I can't stand New England. I can't stand Miami. Their fans suck when they come to MetLife Stadium. One lady showed up dressed as a Statue of Liberty, and I was like, oh, that's going all out for the Jets. Okay, and she turns around to Miami fan with a Jets tombstone. Yeah, we sent her home packing. That was the Teddy Bridgewater like concussion game or whatever, and then they put in Skylar Thompson. We put up like a 40 burger on him or whatever it was. I can't stand Miami. I thoroughly enjoyed that game. I'm aware that my team lost, but at least my team looked good. But listen, we can go on.
We can keep going. We gotta talk about
in contention for one to me, but
let's talk about 6 games that are a little more important. So we'll start off with this game really quickly. It came down to a field goal. So dims the brakes. This did not. Boomer!
Sooner.
Am I
Enthusiasm's coming back.
Am I happy that Bryce Underwood decommitted?
Yes, he should, because he got a good
Oh,
old
yeah.
Well, unless he just needed to sit behind Nussmeier, but we'll never know.
He might
Now
transfer
we got
again.
football.
Yeah, that I see. I picked the Packers, but I didn't think that. I had a gut, but I didn't think that.
I messed up.
The Packers annoy the hell out of me this year. Like, they're the new team where I'm just like, everyone's like, oh, they got Micah. They're the favorite. I'm just like, they were so close to beating Philly. I'm like, all right, we'll line you up again. We'll line you up again later in the season. Don't worry, but it's okay. Keep talking your shit.
I'm concerned about Detroit.
Yeah. To quote Evan Foxy from the Pat McAfee show, all their worst fears were realized. Like, no Ben Johnson offense. That offense looked lost. Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't do legit anything. And I'm just sitting there watching like, oh, no. Not again.
Dude.
Oh, there's too many Lions players on my fantasy teams. This is going to hurt more and more each week. Let's just hope they figure it out. I feel like also we have to understand it is week 1, but still.
That's why they call it week 1 overreactions, boss.
Oh, but listen. I mean, we'll talk later in the season. These teams have to play again. This game was entertaining. I love Raiders Gino so much.
They wrote me off. I ain't right back.
Oh my God, I love Raiders Gino. It is so much fun. They need to get him another weapon on the outside. But dude, like, he was slinging the rock like it was his actual job. And Josh McDaniels' offense legit looked inept. I was laughing. I'm like, they're making Drake May, who was like one of the most promising offensive players in the league last year, look like a sophomore slump candidate. And I was just like, oh, Josh McDaniels, up to his old tricks of being terrible.
Was signing Stephon Diggs a mistake?
I mean,
he didn't do bad. Fantasy.
It wasn't like he was the problem. I would say, like, it's like signing Josh McDaniels, I think, was the mistake. But I mean, they'll explore this later.
Also, shout out to Jared, because Jared went 5 and 2 on the week.
Oh boy,
you missed on Iowa and the Lions.
Including the upset, baby.
He hit on Oklahoma. He hit on the Chargers, the Raiders, the Bills, and his upset as well.
What's his upset?
So
South Florida beat
USF over Florida. So
oh my God, they didn't beat the Gators.
So Jared got
let's go. I'm amped.
The 4 correct games from the 6-pack, plus I believe it's 2 points for the upset, right?
Hmm?
So Jared got 6 points on the week, which puts him at 10. Oh, everybody else today. Nate, you missed on Iowa, Lions, Chiefs, and your upset, but you hit on Oklahoma, Bills, and the Raiders. So you improved from 5 to 8.
I can never win in pack. Jesus Christ.
I missed on Michigan, Chiefs, and Patriots, but I hit on Iowa State, the Packers, the Bills, and I had a gimme of Penn State or FIU because Michigan was my upset. So I've got 4. So I am at 9. And Brian didn't do well either. Brian hit on Iowa, Chargers, and Oklahoma. but he missed on the Pats, the Lions, and the Ravens, and I'm trying to find the UConn game against Syracuse.
Syracuse came
won.
back and double.
All right.
That's my last point, and I want to make fun of Syracuse for 5 minutes.
All right, so then, what was Brian's score from last week? Do you know, Nate?
Quattro points.
All right, so he had 4, so now he has 7. So if I am correct, the standings now are Jared in first at 10, Matt in second at 9, Nate in third at 8, and Brian in fourth at 7.
Sorry, 6. He had 3 points last week. My apologies.
All right, so
Woo! Back in first. What up? I think Matt was in first legit the entire season last year, except for weeks 1 and 2 when Nate was in first. So I'm savoring this now. I haven't been in first place in the pick'em since the 2022 season, 2023 season. So I'm like just savoring it now while it lasts.
Jared's like, stop the count.
Stop the count. It's over. Give me my jersey.
Yay. I ain't winning at nothing this year. Jesus Louise.
Yeah.
Nate, we're in the second week.
Nate, you gotta stop. Nate, it's an act. You literally take the hood off after the segment's over.
You're out of first by 2 games. You're in better shape than the Mets.
You know what? At least Cal went to is 2-0. So you know what? I'll be positive.
There you go.
Nate, you're not even a Cal fan. Never mind. You're trying to be positive. I'm sorry.
Thanks, man.
Sorry.
More positive. Quentin Johnston figured out how to catch a football.
And Keenan Allen's back. I'm so happy for him.
I love Keenan Allen on the Chargers. It just looks
Me too.
right.
It looks
wrong with him in that freaking Bears uniform.
Yeah.
It looked like it looked like if you were watching like
Andre Johnson on the Colts.
The Colts, yeah, it just felt weird. Like Frank Gore on the Jets, it just didn't make sense, you know.
Justin
Frank
Herbert
Gore the Eagles was signed with the Eagles for 2 days.
Justin Herbert is dating Madison Beer and just saved America once again from the Chiefs win.
Well, guys, listen. I think the Chargers can win the Super Bowl because remember, teams that won in Brazil are 1-0 in Super Bowls.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just trying to come with the stupidest, most obscure things to say at this point. Yeah, guys, any team that won in Brazil this last year won the Super Bowl. The Chargers are fun. I love how they're trying to just ram Amarian Hampton right down every team's throat, but at the same time, it's like they still can throw it. And Justin Herbert looked good, man. He looked free. He looked like he had something to go home to that night. So there you go. He's ready to go. Moving on to probably the best game of the year so far. For those who are not watching or were listening or not really paying attention, it's okay. The Bills at one point were down by 15 with 4 minutes to go. My buddy Brian, listener to the show, one of my best friends, was sitting next to me on the couch. He goes, "Bro, why we got this game on right now? Let's go over and keep playing like the drinking games." So we had like a big it was like a big party on Sunday night at the house. And I'm like, "Bro, they're not down. Put it on my phone." He goes, "Bro, the game's over." I'm like, "Is it though?" And then they scored. Then they scored again. And then they but they missed the extra point, but then they get a field goal. I always do that. When that field goal went through for freaking Matt Prater of all people, I was like, yeah! OG NFL magic is back, baby. I loved it. Like, my favorite part of the game was how it wasn't Lamar's fault. And in all honesty, it really was. And Lamar played good. He played great. And Derrick Henry played elite. Let's stand something right here. There's 2 running backs who are better than everyone else in football. It's Saquon and Derrick Henry. That's it. There is about 45 feet of shit, and then there's the rest of them. Everyone wants to talk about Bijan or Jameer or the white boy out in San Fran who literally is made of glass, or even that guy over in Indy who has an attitude issue apparently, even though he seems like a pretty good guy, but some guys don't like him. I don't know why. You can even throw in the guy in Green Bay, right? But, there's 2 good running backs, and one had an incredible game last week, and that'd be Derrick Henry. So claps up to the king, man. There's a reason to call him King Henry. Phenomenal game. The Ravens, for how good their personnel is, scares me how they blow games. When are we going to start maybe saying maybe it's Harbaugh? Who can't put it away? Harbaugh needed a absolute blowout and a light show to win a Super Bowl. Hasn't really been able to put it away since with some very loaded rosters that the Ravens put together for him. When are we going to start saying maybe it's John Harbaugh? That's the issue. I don't know. Listen, you guys know where I stand on Lamar. I think he's the 5th best quarterback in the league. I think he's a superior talent. He's the best running quarterback maybe ever, talent wise. But there's four guys that take over him if you needed a drive. Allen, Hurts, Mahomes. Honestly, him and Burrow are coin flip, so maybe I take him at 4. But seriously, that's the 5, and he's one of those 5, and one of those 5 should be able to win a game, and I think or close out a game. And it was kind of weird how they just kind of could not get that last drive to make the stop to put it. It seemed like they just couldn't get it going. So, game of the year so far. Watched a little bit of the retaping of it yesterday while I was packing, and it was still an amazing game. So, congrats to the Bills. Hell of a way to start.
Josh Allen's looking like, I know it's only week 1, it's exaggeration, but Josh Allen's looking like he's already running away with that MVP, 424 total yards, 4 total touchdowns. That was an amazing game for him. That was a great game for the Buffalo. As much as now, when I say I don't like Buffalo because it's my division, but I don't really dislike Buffalo. It's hard to dislike Buffalo. They're a very humble franchise, fan base, and everything. It's hard to dislike their players. Besides Deion Dawkins, I don't like him because he doesn't like us. That's a whole different thing. But the fan base is great. They could be playing against you, and one of your guys is going to go down with a really bad injury, and they'll donate to their charity organization. They're a great group of fans. It's hard to dislike them. It's hard to dislike the team. It sucks that I went through 20 years of Tom Brady. Now I'm going to go through 20 years of Josh Allen back to back. But it's a team where I wouldn't be really upset if I saw them win a Super Bowl, to be honest with you. And maybe they'll get it done. But this is just a great start to the season for him. And great game. Great game. You couldn't, even though Derrick Henry had that fumble, you couldn't ask for more. He had 100 total yards between his receptions and his rushing. He had about 180 plus yards. There's and a couple touchdowns. There's not much more you can ask for him to do. So the fumble sucks, but at his age, he's doing way more than guys that are 21.
And the best part about this game is this is probably going to be the AFC title game.
And if this is what it is, I'm not going to be upset.
Oh my God, I'm not complaining. I think the best division. I think if you told me am I still kind of picking? I was like, it's still Baltimore and Buffalo. Los Angeles Chargers.
Oh my gosh! If it's Bills Chargers in the conference, oh boy!
Or the semi, they're probably the semis. I think Buffalo. I think it's me Buffalo versus maybe Chargers, and then maybe Ravens versus. Chiefs. I don't know. No, I don't know where to put the Chiefs right now. We'll see.
It just feels
you can't give up on them. It feels like it's way too early, and they'll find a way to make it in. But Brady did have a couple down years where he made it to the title game or the semifinal, but didn't make it in. So I think Mahomes is due for a few of those years. But So I did mention before a zillion times that I'm not the biggest fan of Syracuse. Well, Syracuse barely survived UConn on Saturday. Shout out to our native state Huskies there, Matt. They won by 7. So at the end of the game, is it Fran Brown is the guy's last name, the head coach for Fran Brown, the so eloquent head coach of the Syracuse Orange, made his team run sprints while the fans were still in the stands after they won by 7. Bro, what do you? I can't, dude. That is the most hardo can't read the room. Look at me shit I've ever seen in my life from a team. Bro, just get on the bus and go home. Make them run sprints later. There's no quote says talent is judged by what you do when nobody's looking, or it's some paraphrasing of that. Or it's character. Character is what happens when you what you do when nobody's looking, or something similar to that. Bro, nobody cares what you do in front of the cameras. That was the cheesiest shit I've ever seen in my life. I hope Syracuse goes like 1-10 this year, like more than usual. I hated that. D-Butt on the McAfee show brought it up today. I was just like, I went and looked it up after. I was like, bro, are you serious right now? What a bunch of losers. What a bunch of losers. I can't. That's just too funny.
Imagine him telling the Philly Eagles defensive line, you got to go run sprints. Jordan Davis and Jaden Carter look at that guy after he says, hey, we won. Go run sprints. They'd be like, what? You probably spit on him.
Dude, I thought that was the funniest moment of the day. Any other interesting tidbits? Did we cover every? Did we?
Last night's game.
Oh my goodness! Last night was a snooze fest to the fourth.
Last night. So all right. So this is. I think you guys will like this.
Yeah.
My watching Caleb Williams play, which I was impressed with him early on
because it was scripted.
Pretty decent. You remember that old game in the arcades, Dance Dance Revolution?
I know where this is going.
Sometimes when he gets the ball, and I don't know if it's just when pressure hits him or whatever, his feet just go crazy. And he's just planting, running, stomping. He's just like, sometimes he just looks like he's trying to play Dance Dance Revolution and move around that pocket and run the ball. His feet are just going everywhere. He's got 2 happy feet. He's got to stay a little stationary and plant his feet and throw.
My biggest issue with him is once the script, everyone, the old NFL ads, you script the first 10 plays. Dude, once it's 10 play, he started 10 for 10, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
60 yards.
I was just like, oh brother. I just like, I'm like, dude, like how, like, when are we gonna stop having to hear about this guy being the best quarterback in the league, the best young quarterback in the league? Like, bro, like he's all show no go, man.
And I think the way the Vikings came back, I think you got to show some love to Kevin O'Connell. I think he's a great coach.
Okay, he's a great head coach, man. He's making Jake McCarthy look decent. Yeah. I think he's going to be.
I liked how McCarthy threw that pick six.
Jake McCarthy's the Diamondbacks outfielder.
I like he threw that pick six and kind of went over him, just talked to him for a little bit, didn't flip out or anything like that. It was just like, probably told him, listen,
just calm him down. Yeah. Good
rally
by the Vikings.
Came back, threw that beautiful pass to Aaron Jones for the touchdown, ran another one in, and they scored, I believe, 21 in the fourth, and they wound up winning 27-24.
Oh, yeah.
After them. Chicago.
Matt, they're trying to sell me on the ESPN app right now. LSU versus Florida. Please skin the Gators and just call it a day.
Oh, listen, we are making Gator jerky against them.
Go Tigers. Hey, you guys are up there right now. Remember, I'll make my decision by midseason for college football. Midseason.
All right. The other point I wanted to make was we didn't talk about one of the best games of the week, which show that we have really 2 elite teams in the NFC South this year. Falcons and Bucks was a show. That was a good game. Dude, Baker looked great. Younghoe Koo, though, dude. TJ's text in the group chat was out of bounds, bro.
That was bad. Now I'm not talking about the text. The fact that he missed that kick to tie the game.
I know. I took away his rights when he got home. It was cool.
Jesus. It's okay. Nate can. It wasn't us that said that. It was Nate.
Yep.
It was Nate. My favorite thing about it was dude, both team. Michael Penix looked like a legit starting quarterback, man. He's got to hang on to the ball when he dives, though. That twice in the final 3 drives, he extended and that ball got loose. I'm like, bro, they ain't gonna give you that. You better watch your shit, bro. I said bro way too many times that sentence. Anyway, yeah, Penix looked good. Baker looked good. Yeah, that was a fun game.
Even though
sorry, I didn't cut you off. Was beautiful.
Yeah. And apparently he came out and he said he was going to run a post route the next play, and if he did, he was going to score, and that's exactly what happened, and he scored.
Because Baker guaranteed hurt. It was like, okay, bet, and just yeeted that thing.
Yeah. The biggest positive for the Falcons, I think, the fact that Kyle Pitts had 8 targets and he had 7 receptions, and he's actually getting used. He's got actually a quarterback that actually knows how to use him. And he actually had like, well, this was half PPR, but I think I wound up getting like 10 points with him, which I was surprised. But let's get a quarterback that can actually target and get some passes to Kyle Pitts.
We're on the Kyle Pitts redemption tour.
Even Ray McLeod got some burn time.
But, I mean, no Darnell Mooney, so like there was a lot of catches to go around.
Yeah. Listen, Penix, 2 touchdowns. He had over 300 total yards. Bijan looked great. Bijan was phenomenal.
Bijan looked good. I wasn't saying he's a bad running back for my earlier comment. I'm saying there's a reason Henry and Saquon are considered 1 and 1A.
Oh yeah, no, this was all in the passing game that he had.
He was elite in the receiving. They couldn't get the run game going against the Bucs. The Bucs were trying to swallow up that run game. I think that's it. Browns and Bengals look pathetic.
At least y'all 1 though.
Yeah,
you know,
7 total yards and 2 completions in the second half. Nate, that's scary. The Browns should have won that game 7 different times.
It should not have.
It should not have been anywhere near as close as that game was. I think that just shows how bad that defense for the Bengals probably is, or just maybe the protection. But there's just no reason why they should have won by 1 point against the Browns.
Shout out to the Bengals defense. They saved the day. Surprisingly enough, that's crazy to say.
Right.
I already decided I wasn't paying any attention to that game, so.
Oh no, because I had like Red Zone going, then I had like one game on the Sunday ticket stream. We had the Giants game for on most of it, but then we switched over to the Jets and Steelers, and that ended. Then we did Falcons and
You
Bucs.
can do multi-view, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know. It was on my computer.
Yeah, but then you can only hear whatever one you hover over. Then the other one's just.
Well, we also had Red Zone going. That's just too many moving parts. We had
7 hours. So Red Zone.
We had 2 45-inch TVs next to each other, and it was just like one had Red Zone, one had the game on. So that was a pretty fun little setup. I think that was a hit at the vacation house, just having the 2 TVs going at once. Everyone walked in and went out into town, went shopping, and they're like, "You guys have a monstrosity of a setup." I'm like, "Yes, we know. This is great. We love this."
Does anybody know how much Sunday Ticket goes for nowadays?
It's an extra 30. It's extra 40 or 35 a month on your YouTube TV bill. That's the one I know of.
If you're a new customer, it's $36 a month for 8 months, non-cancelable. If you're a returning customer, it's $60 per month.
Jeez, what kind of deal is that for?
Honestly, it's actually cheaper than it was for DirecTV.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought about
80 or something. It's something ridiculous. Dude, I miss when there was that one deal where you bought the special edition of Madden 25, and it was at $100 game, but then you got a Sunday Ticket for free. Madden 25, the one with Barry Sanders on it, not the one with.
I would have gotten that in a heartbeat if they had it.
Dude, I was a freshman in college, so I had the college discount as well. So it was great. I loved it.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I thought
that was over 10 years ago. Holy crap, that was.
I shouldn't need.
We gotta stop aging.
I shouldn't need Sunday Ticket when I'm a fan of a team that stadium is literally an hour and 15 minutes from my house. But the fact that the blackouts, restrictions in my area, and every time
what TV service do you have?
I have YouTube TV.
How do you not have CBS?
No, I don't have New York CBS.
What?
Oh, but you're in Hamden. They cut off. The cutoff is 91.
Yeah, and so I don't get New York CBS. So when the Jets and let's say the Jets and the Patriots play at 1 o'clock and they're both on CBS, the local CBS I get is the Patriots game. The New York CBS channel gets the Jets one. So I have to either find a streaming service on my laptop, hope it's on an app or on the radio if it comes down to that. I shouldn't need to pay 30.
Dude, last year I had to use Sunday Ticket. I think 10 out of this 18 weeks I used Sunday Ticket because the Eagles were never on. Even America's Game of the Week one time, I got stuck with like Commanders and Giants.
Yep, and my uncle has a jailbroken TV box that we have to watch next week's game on because I think the Jets and the Patriots play at the same time again on CBS.
Poop.
Yeah. All right, well, ladies and gents, that wraps up the Korner Booth Podcast episode 243.
Sorry, boss, my bad. I think I have one more segment.
That's right, we do.
Bringing it
finally
back.
Positive, fun stuff. Let's go. All right, hoods off.
It's off.
Let's go. Let's have some fun.
All right. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm excited. All right. We all know the rules. Keep 3, cut 5. I'm going to blindly name you 8 tight ends in a row. You're going to tell me which ones you want to keep, which ones you want to cut. At the end of the day, you're going to have 3 of them that you're going to keep on your roster, and 5 are going to be on the waivers.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
All right, boss, let's do it.
Starting off strong. Heavy hitting right here. Trey McBride.
Wait, it's keep 3, cut
5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, keeping 3 of 8.
No, he's so overrated. I'm gonna say this isn't just about fantasy, so I'm gonna say no.
I agree.
All right, we're cutting Trey McBride, and bear with me because I'm writing with my left hand.
I like it, boss. We're doing great.
It came out more like an E. Anyways.
My neighbor just tried to open my house because he thought I wasn't home yet. He's gonna come watch my cats, and I'm like, bro, I'm home. And he goes, oh, really? I'm like, yeah. And I'm texting. I'm like, bro, like, I'm good. Appreciate you, man.
That's funny.
Yeah, I was opening my garage. I'm like, all right, boys, I'm gonna have to sign off and maybe down on one, but I was like, okay.
All right, we cut Trey McBride. Jared is safe at home, so that's good. The next one, Sam Laporta.
Well, Sam Laporta.
Wait, no, I said cut Trey McBride.
Correct.
Well,
That is correct.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta.
Trey McBride. Yes.
I like Sam Laporta.
I do as well. We will keep Laporta.
All right, we are going to keep. Oh God, that's a really weird K. That
Underrated.
didn't come out that bad. All right, cutting Trey McBride, keeping Sam Laporta. Mark Andrews.
Crap. Oh God, he's good.
Was he good enough? He is touchdown dependent these days, but a couple years ago he was solid.
No, we can't keep twice in a
No,
row.
I think 3 years ago, yes, not now.
Not right. Yeah, I think we're good with that.
All right.
This isn't
Well,
looking so
you've
great,
made it.
honestly.
You've made it to the Holy Grail because you are going to be keeping, and I'm pretty confident in this, George Kittle.
Yes.
Yes.
For sure. Let's go, boys. Yeah.
Let's go. We back.
You back.
All right.
Laporta and Kittle. That's solid.
This celebration hurts my tennis elbow. We're going to have to stop doing that for a little bit.
All right. Next one
One
up.
arm.
I'm
This
going
is
to
weird.
try and tug at some of the heartstrings right here. We're going to go Dallas Goedert.
He has all the makings of being a top 5 tight end in this league, but the problem is he is the 4th best weapon on his own team.
Damn right.
5th if you count Jalen Hurts' legs.
Yes, I agree.
That is not his fault. If he was on 10 other teams, he'd be a top 4, top 5 tight end in the league talent-wise. He can block, catch, got great hands, got good run after catch ability. He's a top 5 tight end talent-wise. Just, production-wise will never be that because of who he plays for.
All right. Next up, we are going to go TJ Hawkinson.
Nope.
Overrated as hell. He is the exact opposite of Dallas Goedert, where he has a lot of talent, has all the opportunity to put up numbers, but doesn't.
All right. Next up,
We have one spot left.
we got 2 more coming.
Oh boy.
Kyle Pitts.
Nope.
Crap. So yeah,
Elite talent, but not yet. If he keeps
All
playing
right.
the way he's playing and puts together an elite season like that, yes, he's on that list. but not yet.
bad feeling about this list. I think we should have said yes.
I know exactly who I'm putting on this list, Nate, and he just got hurt on Sunday. The only other answer, he's going to try to trick us with like a Mr. Swift. I'll tell him no, thank you. Matthew, who do we have left? How many do
We
we
got
have
one
left?
more left. We got one more left.
Crap.
And I will say you guys did very well because the
Really?
last one on this list is Brock Bowers.
Oh my
There we
God.
go.
Yes.
Let's go.
I think
I
the only
would have been okay with Njoku or Kelsey. Those are
Okay.
those 2 round out my top 5 the best tight ends.
I didn't want to
Njoku's
put too
5
many.
in history, but yeah.
I didn't want to obviously put too many definite keeps on this list, so I wasn't going to throw Kelsey or anything on there because I didn't want it to be too easy. But I was actually very surprised that you guys cut Trey McBride and kept Sam LaPorta. I think I could have. I thought I was going to get you on the first one.
I'm not a big Trey McBride guy. I think he's overrated. I think listen,
He has
I'm
the
sorry.
yards, yeah, but that's
but it's it's Kyler Murray's throwing it because they're losing by 40. It's not like he's a game breaker.
I thought that could have got you on Mark Andrews maybe, but
2 years ago, yes, but not now.
So the official list: cut Trey McBride, cut Mark Andrews, cut Dallas Goedert, cut Kyle Pitts, and we are keeping LaPorta, Kittle, and Bowers.
That is a solid list.
So I've done. What have I done so far?
You've done quarterbacks.
There's no quarterback there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we did. I think we did. I think we did running backs, receivers, and then tight ends, right?
Oh, quarterback's gonna be
This is
fun.
my
as
third
hell.
Quarterbacks, or we can even do edge rushers. Edge rushers would be brutal.
I think I'm going to try and get through all of the positions except when it comes to like the lines. Like I'm just going to do teams as a whole,
That works.
like team offensive lines, team defensive lines, and then maybe we can do like corners and safeties and linebackers.
Because linebackers, there's three good linebackers, and the rest are kind of all mixed in.
So you can do kickers too, right?
It's basically it's Roquan Smith, Fred Warner, and Zach Bond, and it's 40 feet of crap.
And then Bobby Okereke.
Yeah, he's in that 40 feet of crap. All right.
We'll do quarterbacks next week.
That's gonna be fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you had a great week one like we did. We appreciate you stopping by on a different weird time. We'll be back to normal schedule next week. Shout out to our sponsors, candidates.com, promo code BELLYUP20 for 20% off. Righteous Felon, official sponsor of Nate's Crash Outs, aka Darkside Nate, for 15% off at checkout. And of course, SeatGeek, the best ticking app on the planet. Belly Up Sports is the code. $20 off your first initial purchase. Some restrictions may apply. We hope you guys have an amazing week. We will see you Thursday for the Korner Booth pregame. Miami takes on South Florida, and Eagles take on Chiefs. Both my teams are going to be in the six-pack, and I hate it. Peace.